be to pursue solutions for issues that voters are concerned about. So wherever I go, the top two issues are homelessness and reducing crime. Homelessness is affecting all of us in our neighborhoods, businesses, and libraries. I went down to Main Library recently, and every chair was filled with a homeless person. You know, they are in there. At the time it was very warm. They're charging their phones, but surrounding them there's trash. You know, it could be a safety issue, and you know, I just feel like we need certain standards for our city. We have resource officers at Christ the King, and so according to these off-duty LRPD, homeless persons are being bused into Little Rock at an unsustainable level. Most are mentally ill, and there are just not enough mental health services here in the state. Arkansas is 44th among our states in terms of offering adequate mental health services. The state hospital is at capacity, and the 180 beds are only dedicated for forensic patients. The affordable housing problem is a nationwide problem, and not just here in Little Rock. One local food pantry stated to me that the number of families that they have helped has risen by 200 more families per month. So now they're serving a total of 1,000 families per month. And these families are making choices between food and rent. So I thought about, well, what can I do? And so to alleviate homelessness and improve affordable housing, my plan includes, let's look at incentives for homeless persons. Let's look at ending incentives for homeless persons to come to Central Arkansas by requiring identification or proof of Arkansas residency before they receive services. This is already done at food pantries. Researching best practices from other cities who are working with social workers and law enforcement to assist homeless to shelters to receive the services that they need. There are 2 shelters being built here in the county. One is the city's 6-month transitional living facility that's located on Roosevelt Road, and the other is the county's Providence Park facility that's located on Green Road. I would also want to work with city and state leadership for Central Arkansas to access some of the $30 million federal grant money that is earmarked for mental health. Another solution, work with county and private sectors in a second-party agreement partnership so that responsible, affordable housing can be planned and built, or renovate areas that make sense and that don't encroach on our neighborhoods. Reducing crime. So Little Rock is in the top 10 worst crime cities per capita in the United States. County jails are housing mentally ill, and they're not equipped to do so. County jails are housing federal and state prisoners, and therefore our jails are housing beyond the capacity of the jails. Those persons who commit misdemeanors are released back into our streets because of the overcrowding, and that's even before some of their paperwork is processed. The county deputy enforcement and deputy detention position vacancies are almost up to 40%. So some of these problems are beyond the authority of what a justice of peace can do. However, I would be advocating to elected officials who can make decisions about expansions of state prisons and access to additional mental health services. So to help alleviate crime in our city, my plan would include centralizing services that make sense so that cost efficiencies can be obtained and departments can focus on what they do best and elected to do, include focusing on filling vacant deputy positions. I'd again look at budgets for cost savings where funds could be redirected to support mental health services in the jail, support effective reentry programs that emphasize basic reading and math skills, and resource officer programs in our schools to help keep kids safe. So, in conclusion, My opponent has been in office for almost 20 years. She was quoted in the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette as saying her plan for her next term would include emphasizing the need for more affordable housing, mental health services for the county jail, and advocate for more Section 8 housing options to District 4 residents. So she's been there for 20 years, and to my knowledge, she's not delivered on these issues for the residents of District 4. I believe I'm the most qualified candidate for this position because of my education, business skills, and experience. But I also believe I'm the only candidate who's working hard right now on finding solutions to these problems that we're all concerned about. So I'm asking, please vote for me, Jackie Kaughman. I'll be willing to work just as hard as I am right now to make Little Rock more safe, secure, and vibrant for all of us. So join me, go out. Today's early voting. It started today, and Election Day is November 5th. Thank you again so much for coming, and I appreciate all of your support.